Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Uganda. This is your Pan-African station, TV Africa, and with your host, Jingo Kalule, as usual. A lot is being said, but we still have a lot to fish. Yes. I have today a topic about making your mind free. Your mindset. Mindsets of Africa. Why is it that Africa thinks like this? Africans think like this. The Europeans think like this. You know? This is mainly on the education system. I want to really point at the education system in Africa that is being brought to us by the colonialists. That is really handling our mind, handling our brain, that I'm here to make your brain free, your mindset. Free your mind, then you'll be open, then you'll be able to do different things. Because these people had to get lock our minds, and that is how they managed to penetrate us, to manage to really colonize us, to manage to make us feel the inferiority complex in us, because they changed our mind. So I'm here to free your mind. How did they manage to do this? One of the things they used is the word education. Education. I mean, the mindset, you're not going to change just today, but it's a process, because also this was a process for them to change the way we think, to change what we think about them. Why do I say that the education is key to what is happening to the colonialists to handle our minds? Because, for example, when you look at the education system that we have, it is more of learning about Europe. It's more about making you be European. It is more of making you be a slave. Someone is saying, how can education make you be a slave? No, you're going to learn this on TV Africa. Make sure you just subscribe to our TV channel, which is our YouTube channel, which is TV Africa Uganda. Just go there and press that bell. Then you'll subscribe and be following all what we have for you. Going back to what I'm telling you about the mindset and education affecting Africans, there's a lot to learn in education, but it's more theory than practical. It's more theoretical than practical. That you go to school, you learn Europe, someone told me, learn about the Tennessee Valley Association, learn about British Columbia, farming, a lot is being learned. But all that you learn, 90% is Europe. So you want to learn Europe than learning about yourself, than knowing yourself. Expecting to have a job and work. And, your mindset is triggered in one position. You don't think about off the box. Because they're directing you to. And after the education, surprisingly, what you find in the field is different. What you find out there is different. But you got locked up in the education system. This education system is for the colonialists. That is after the independence, my brothers watching TV Africa. After the independence, did we get an independence of the education system? Or we're still riding on the education system of the colonialists that holds our minds? When you look at someone, when you look at different countries that have developed, the development of different countries, they changed the education system. When you change the education system, the mindset, people are focused that when they study from nursery, the kindergarten to PhD to doctorate, but you find that someone is really can't think of the box. And for them, what they do, they start learning, having the practical work when they're still toddlers, when they're still young. They go for the practical. We go for the theory. That you find that the creativeness that we have is not looked at. It's not practiced. Because we're still dwelling on the theory. Till you have 45 years, you're on the theoretical part of it. And which is not in your country. You're learning, you're tuned by the education system. So you have theoretical topics as an African that rule your mind, and you lack the practical topics that lead to the development of Africa. The European topics are very many. So you find that you as an African, the development of Africa is supposed to be practical and dwelling to African issues. I remember the president saying, President of Uganda saying, you can't tell me you know our Uganda than anyone else. We know the Uganda, we know the African problems than you. So you're bringing a syllabus for the African problems. You're bringing a syllabus for the African, education. We know the African education. So we have to still follow the syllabus that is brought by the colonialists. That means we are still tied up with chains. There's a scenario that I last saw just today where a parliamentarian, someone was voted in parliament, ready to swear in, but they say because the qualifications are having finished the USCE, having finished the senior 6. But this person managed to finish senior 6. After finishing senior 6, he failed the class. He failed the exams. But he pursued the senior 6. He finished the senior 6. He was done with the senior 6, but failed the exams. And someone there is saying, really, does this person qualify to be a member of parliament? Yet he failed the exams. Really? Is it about failing the exams? Are the exams added to what is going to lead to the development of Africa, of Uganda, or of any other country? Is it education that really leads to the development of Africa? And what kind of education? Is it the education of the colonialist? Is it really, really required that you have to pass highly the exams of the required class to contest for a certain post in the government that really adds up to the development of that country or. So a lot of questions, a lot of things are tagged on education that make us not think out of the box. When you lag behind because you've not gone to school and you've not pursued a degree, you've not pursued a master's, you don't have a doctorate, you feel you can't do it because you feel you don't qualify. Do you know that there are very many people in Africa who can do things hands-on and they have not gone to education, they have not pursued, they don't have a degree, they don't have a master's, but they can do things hands-on. And the people who go to school and have the theoretical part don't know. Wow, it's just because of the time, but still watching TV Africa, the right to know, I've been the one and only Jingo Kalule. Share. Thank you for viewing. For more content on Pan-Africanism, subscribe on our YouTube channel, TV Africa Uganda.